Amongst the crowd, the hundreds of people at the Pontypool Active Living Centre, was Gavin Gwynne, a Welsh, British and Commonwealth champion as a professional. Started off at shows just like this all across South Wales. I caught up with Gavin to ask him about those memories whilst he was representing Tree Lewis Amateur Boxing Club and how it prepared him for his career as a champion today. I am delighted to be joined by the Welsh, British and Commonwealth champion Gavin Gwynne. Gavin, we're back here tonight where it all began on nights like this for you. What are your memories from these nights?
Yeah, I got fond memories of amateur boxing. I used to turn up with my kit. I wouldn't even have a bout. I'd turn up with my kit hoping for someone to be there, someone who pulled out or whatever, and I had many a bouts. Like I'd just turn up and I'd have a fight, and yeah, brilliant. And it's good to be back at amateur boxing shows. Like,
I remember you winning your Welsh novice title. That meant an awful lot to you, but you've gone on and achieved so much. How does that compare, those early successes, to where you are now?
They still a massive achievement. Still massive achievements for myself. Like, and they're achievements that will last with me forever. Like, so, no matter what I win, that first best was probably the best. Like, so I mean, that's what.
Does it help to keep you grounded coming here tonight and seeing those boys at the very start of their journey, or boys and girls at the very start of their journey?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you see the kids, and they're the best ones to watch, the kids, because they go at it, hell for leather, and you can see all the young boys coming through, and it's really good, and it does keep you grounded. Yeah, like I'm a Valleys boy. Like I'm always going to be grounded. Like, so, like. Well, if you've got the father the same as I have, he's steaming on this table over there, I'm going to try and hold him back. But yeah, I'll always be grounded anyway, I think.
I've seen a couple of the amateur boxers having a chat to you today. What advice do you give them at this early stage, you know, their amateur careers? We've seen boys here tonight having their first fight. We've seen some, you know, a bit further on. What should they do to, whether they want a career in this or whether they just want to enjoy it? What do you tell them?
It is a hard old career. You don't have much of a life. I wouldn't pick it as a career choice myself. If I went back in time, I probably wouldn't pick it as a career choice. But saying that, I love fighting. But one thing I would say is listen to your trainers and always dedicate yourself, and 100%. Yeah.
Last question. You had your old amateur trainer, Richie Bebb at Tree Lewis Boxing Club. There's plenty of him, plenty like him throughout Wales who really dedicate all their spare time to the boys and girls in the boxing clubs. How important are they to the development of amateur boxing?
They are everything. I think I owe everything to Richard Bebb, and obviously he knows that as well. He was the first person I took the belts. Straight after I won, I took him straight to the gym to see him, because without him, I wouldn't have got to that position. And they're a massive part in boxing, because that's where all these kids come from. That's where all these world champions come from. Trainers from that standard, from these amateur gyms, and they put all this work in and don't get no money, nothing. They just put the work in out of the goodness of their heart, and they deserve everything, I reckon.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time, Gav. Cheers, mate.